You wake up one morning, push back the covers, and instead of that familiar, uncomfortable pressure in your belly, you feel nothing, just a gentle ease. You swing your legs over the side of the bed, stand up, and realize this is different. You're not tiptoeing around the thought of visiting the bathroom. There's a calm assurance that today, you won't feel bloated or sluggish. If you've ever battled constipation, especially after hitting your 60s, you know how liberating that sense of relief can be. It's like rediscovering a lightness you almost forgot existed. I'm guessing that if you're here, you've felt that struggle more times than you care to admit. Maybe you've tried fiber supplements, sipped warm water with lemon, or even resorted to over-the-counter remedies that leave you feeling too free, if you catch my drift. And while those can help in a pinch, relying on quick fixes isn't exactly the healthiest long-term plan. Our bodies change as we age. Muscles relax, metabolism slows, and digestion can become a bit stubborn. But here's the exciting part. What you choose to eat can make all the difference. No gimmicks, no mystery powders, just everyday foods that work with your body's natural rhythm. In this video, we're going to explore 5 of the most effective, delicious foods that have helped seniors, just like you say, goodbye to constipation for good. We'll chat about why these foods work, how to incorporate them into your daily meals, and even share real-life stories from people who've made these simple changes with fantastic results. And because this channel is more than just a place to watch, it's a community, don't hesitate to share your own experiences in the comments. Your wisdom could be the spark that helps someone else finally find relief. Before we dive in, if you haven't already, please hit that like button. It really helps us reach more folks who might need this information. And subscribe to join our warm, supportive community where we tackle health topics that often fly under the radar. We believe that every stage of life deserves attention, and your insights matter. So when you subscribe, you're not just signing up for videos, you're stepping into a circle of friends where your stories and questions can shape future conversations. All right, let's talk about our first superstar food, prunes. Yes, those sweet, chewy, dried plums that some of our grandparents used to snack on. But prunes aren't just nostalgic. They're nutritional powerhouses when it comes to keeping things moving. They're loaded with fiber, both soluble, which helps soften stool, and insoluble, which adds bulk. Plus, prunes contain a natural sugar alcohol called sorbitol. Sorbitol behaves like a gentle osmotic agent, drawing water into your intestines and encouraging smoother passage. Imagine adding just a handful of prunes to your breakfast routine. Maybe you chop 2 or 3 and stir them into your oatmeal, or you nibble on them while you sip your morning tea. Within a few days, you may notice more regularity and less bloating. That's what happened to my friend Doris. She started with just 3 prunes every morning and paired them with a tall glass of water. Within a week, she was back to her daily walk around the neighborhood without that nagging discomfort. She told me she felt like she'd reclaimed a part of her day that used to be overshadowed by worry. Now I know prunes can be an acquired taste for some. If you're not a fan of munching on them plain, try blending them into a smoothie with other fiber-rich fruits like berries or banana. You could also make a simple prune puree. Just simmer prunes with a little water until they soften, then mash or blend. Spread that on whole grain toast for a sweet and savory treat that doubles as a fiber boost. The goal is to find a way you enjoy so you'll stick with it. One quick tip, as you increase your fiber intake, keep an eye on your water consumption. Fiber needs hydration to do its work, so aim for at least 8 glasses of water a day. Think of water as the helper that moves fiber along. Without it, the fiber can't expand properly, and you might feel even more clogged. If plain water feels boring, infuse it with slices of cucumber or a sprig of mint for a refreshing twist. Before we move on to our next food friend, remember to drop a comment below if you've tried prunes or have a special recipe for them. Did you find that prune smoothie tip helpful? Or perhaps you've been blending them into muffins? Let us know. Your trick might just be the inspiration someone needs. And if you're finding value in this chat, share this video with a friend or family member who could benefit. There's nothing better than helping each other discover simple, natural solutions. So we've warmed up with prunes, got our water glasses topped off, and heard stories of real improvements. Next, we'll uncover another kitchen staple that's probably hiding in your fridge right now, one that not only supports digestion, but also brings a host of other health perks. Ready to keep this journey rolling? And speaking of kitchen staples, let's move straight into something that's probably chilling in your fridge right now. Plain Greek yogurt. You might be thinking, yogurt? Really? But hear me out. Greek yogurt is not only creamy and satisfying, it's also brimming with probiotics. Those friendly bacteria that help keep your gut in balance. When your digestive tract is home to a healthy community of microbes, it's much easier for your body to process food and move waste along without a hitch. Plus, Greek yogurt tends to have more protein and less sugar than regular yogurt, making it a smart choice for steady energy and digestive harmony. I remember talking to Tom, one of our longtime community members, who shared how he'd struggled with irregularity for years. He tried everything from over-the-counter laxatives to prunes, which helped somewhat, but still felt off-kilter. A nutritionist friend suggested introducing a small cup of plain Greek yogurt into his breakfast routine. No fancy flavors, just straight-up yogurt. Tom started with a half cup every morning, and within a week he noticed he was feeling lighter, more consistent. He even began mixing in a spoonful of ground flaxseed for extra fiber and omega-3s, which added a gentle boost to his system. What makes Greek yogurt so effective is the combination of live cultures, like Lactobacillus acidophilus and Bifidobacterium lactis, and its naturally creamy texture. Those cultures help ferment undigested material in your colon, creating short-chain fatty acids that support gut lining health and motility. And because the protein in Greek yogurt takes a bit longer for your body to break down, it keeps you feeling full, preventing the over-snacking that can sometimes lead to sluggish digestion. If plain Greek yogurt feels too tart on its own, try the simple trick. Stir in a few slices of fresh fruit, perhaps a handful of blueberries or strawberries, to add natural sweetness and even more fiber. You could also swirl in a teaspoon of honey or a pinch of cinnamon for flavor without packing on refined sugars. And if you're feeling adventurous, top it with a sprinkle of chopped nuts or seeds, like walnuts or chia seeds, for extra crunch and nutrition. Speaking of chia seeds, they're another superstar when it comes to gentle constipation relief. These tiny powerhouses absorb water and expand in your gut, forming a gel-like substance that helps stool move smoothly. Combining chia seeds with Greek yogurt is a 1-2 punch. Probiotics meet fiber for a double dose of digestive support. So next time you scoop yogurt into a bowl, toss in a teaspoon or two of chia seeds, let them sit for a few minutes to soften, and enjoy that satisfying blend of creaminess and texture. Now, I know some of you might be lactose intolerant or simply not fans of dairy. That's perfectly okay. You can find dairy-free yogurts made from almond, coconut, or soy milk that also contain live cultures. Just be sure to choose unsweetened varieties and check that they have active probiotics on the label. The principle remains the same. You want a fermented, culture-rich food that helps balance your gut flora. As you experiment with Greek yogurt or its dairy-free counterparts, pay attention to how your body responds. Are you noticing more regular bathroom trips, less bloating, increased energy throughout the day? Jot down a simple food journal. Just note what you ate and how you felt. Over a week or two, patterns will emerge, and you'll be able to see the real impact of these small changes. And of course, keep the conversation going in the comments. Have you tried Greek yogurt for digestion? What's your favorite way to jazz it up? Maybe you blend it into a creamy smoothie or use it as a base for dips. There are so many possibilities. Your tips and tricks could spark a fresh idea for another member of our community. Remember, this channel is all about sharing real-life solutions and learning from each other's experiences. When we chip in our own stories, we create a richer tapestry of knowledge, one that goes beyond generic advice and connects us on a personal level. So if you have a question or a success story, don't hesitate to post it below. Who knows, your comment might inspire our next video topic. We've now covered prunes and Greek yogurt, two foods that play nicely together. One adds bulk and the other nurtures your gut flora. Together, they set a solid foundation for smoother digestion. Next up, we'll talk about another pantry favorite that adds a healthy dose of fiber, vitamins, and a gentle cleansing effect. It's versatile, delicious, and might already be in your spice rack or medicine cabinet. Shall we explore what it is and how it can help you feel lighter and more regular? Picking up where we left off, with prunes helping to add that needed bulk, and Greek yogurt, plus a sprinkle of chia seeds, cultivating a friendly gut environment, let's keep the momentum going by talking about another gentle powerhouse, ground flaxseed. You might have spotted those little golden or brown seeds in your health food aisle, and for good reason. When ground flaxseed becomes a smooth, easily digestible source of both soluble and insoluble fiber, as well as plant-based omega-3 fatty acids. This dynamic duo not only helps to soften and bulk up stool, but also supports overall gut health by reducing inflammation. Now, you don't need to overhaul your pantry to bring flaxseed into your routine. A simple teaspoon or two stirred into your morning cereal, yogurt, or smoothie is enough to notice a difference. I spoke with Barbara, who was initially skeptical about flaxseed's reputation. "I thought seeds? Really?" she laughed. But after a friend suggested grinding them fresh in a small coffee grinder and adding a tablespoon to her breakfast oatmeal, she began to experience more consistent days. The shift wasn't dramatic overnight, but within a week she felt more regular. And that sense of predictability was life-changing for her. Why does flaxseed work so well? The soluble fiber absorbs water, creating a gel-like substance that smooths the passage of food through your digestive tract. Meanwhile, the insoluble fiber adds bulk, giving everything the structure it needs to move along efficiently. And let's not overlook those omega-3s, plant-based, anti-inflammatory fats that can soothe a gut that's feeling irritated or sluggish. If you're taking any blood thinners or have concerns about flaxseed's omega-3 content, it's always wise to mention this addition to your doctor. A quick chat can confirm it's a good fit alongside any existing medications. One practical tip: buy whole flax seeds and grind them at home. Pre-ground flaxseed, often called flaxseed meal, can lose potency over time as the oils oxidize, so fresh grinding ensures you get the maximum benefit. You don't need a fancy appliance, just a small spice grinder or coffee mill will do the trick. Grind enough for a week, store it in an airtight container in the fridge, and you're set. Sprinkle it onto salads, stir it into muffin batters, or mix it into meatloaf. Ground flaxseed is virtually tasteless when used in small amounts, so it slips right into savory and sweet dishes alike. Speaking of oats, they also deserve a special mention here. Rolled or steel-cut oats are a breakfast classic, but many seniors avoid them, thinking they'll be too heavy. In reality, oats contain a unique soluble fiber called beta-glucan, which slows digestion just enough to help regulate blood sugar, while also gently easing stool along. Imagine a warm bowl of oatmeal, lightly sweetened with a touch of honey or mashed banana, and topped with that freshly ground flaxseed. It becomes a soothing, fiber-rich meal that sets you up for a comfortable day. I remember Jim, a retired school teacher, telling me that he'd grown tired of the same old cereal bars that promised fiber, but delivered a stomach ache instead. Then he rediscovered oatmeal. He started cooking steel-cut oats each evening, just enough for 2 breakfasts, then reheated a portion each morning. With a dash of flaxseed and a few sliced almonds for crunch, he found himself feeling fuller longer and enjoying far more regularity. "It's amazing how something so simple can make such a difference," he told me with a grin. One caveat: as you integrate these fiber-rich foods, flaxseed, oats, prunes, chia seeds, remember that water remains your digestion's best friend. Fiber without hydration can actually backfire, leading to more discomfort. So if you haven't already, set a gentle goal to sip water throughout your day. A glass with every meal, one before bed, and even a small cup of warm water first thing in the morning. Herbal teas count too, especially varieties like peppermint or ginger that can soothe digestion. As you experiment with flaxseed and oats, keep a little journal or simply jot notes in your phone. Record what you ate, how much, and how you felt afterward. After a week or two, patterns will emerge. Maybe you notice that nights when you have oatmeal, you wake up feeling lighter and more ready to greet the day. Or perhaps you find that adding flaxseed to your salad at lunch helps avoid that afternoon bloating. These personal insights are pure gold, so share them below. Your experience might be exactly the nudge someone else needs to try this natural approach. And don't forget, this channel thrives on your feedback. If you've discovered a creative way to use flaxseed, like blending it into pancake batter or stirring it into tomato soup, let us know. If you have questions about how much is too much, or whether flaxseed pairs well with your morning smoothie, ask away. We're building a community where no question is too small and every contribution matters. We're now 3 foods into our lineup: prunes, Greek yogurt with chia seeds, and ground flaxseed paired with oats. Each one plays a unique role, from bulking to balancing to soothing, and together they form a harmonious team that can help you reclaim comfort and confidence in your daily routine. Next, we'll uncover another versatile kitchen gem, one you might not immediately associate with constipation relief, but that, once you learn how to use it, will become a staple in your digestive health toolkit. Let's keep this conversation going and dive into that in our final part. And here we are, having explored the gentle giants of digestive support, prunes, Greek yogurt with chia seeds, and the dynamic duo of ground flaxseed and oats. It's time to introduce our fifth and final superstar, leafy green vegetables, especially spinach and kale. Now, you might roll your eyes at another nod to eat your greens, but stick with me. These vibrant veggies offer a potent combination of fiber, vitamins, and magnesium, the last of which is a natural muscle relaxant that helps your intestines contract and move food along. In other words, leafy greens help keep your digestive tract not only well-fed, but also limber. Imagine sautéing a handful of spinach in olive oil with a clove of garlic for just a minute or two until it wilts into a silky side dish. That simple preparation preserves the nutrients while adding flavor and color to your plate. Or think about stirring chopped kale into a soup or stew near the end of cooking, just enough time for it to soften without losing its bright hue. You could blend spinach into a morning smoothie alongside your Greek yogurt and fruit for an extra green kick. The options are practically endless, and they all deliver a boost of insoluble fiber that bulks up stool and speeds its journey through your gut. Let's talk specifics. A cup of cooked spinach provides about 4 grams of fiber and nearly 157 milligrams of magnesium, roughly half of what many of us need daily. Magnesium is essential because it draws water into your intestines and relaxes the muscles lining your gut, which promotes regular, comfortable bowel movements. It's the mineral many doctors recommend when constipation becomes chronic, often in the form of magnesium citrate supplements. But by including leafy greens in your diet, you're getting that magnesium alongside a cocktail of vitamins A, C, K, and folate, plus antioxidants that support overall health. Dr. Patel, a gastroenterologist with over 20 years of experience, often suggests to her patients that they prioritize natural sources of magnesium before turning to supplements. She explains that while supplements can be effective, they sometimes cause cramping if the dose is too high. By contrast, food-based magnesium is gentler on the system. When my older patients add a daily serving of dark leafy greens, she told me, I see fewer calls about mineral pills causing discomfort. They're getting a balanced intake, and the fiber only helps. A quick chat with your own physician, especially if you're on medications that affect magnesium levels, can confirm whether focusing on these veggies fits your health profile. If cooking vegetables feels like a chore, let me offer a few easy approaches. As I mentioned, smoothies are a great vehicle. Blend a cup of spinach with fruit, yogurt, and a splash of water or milk for a creamy, nutrient-packed treat. You can also make a simple frittata, whisk eggs, stir and chop kale, a sprinkle of cheese, and bake until puffed and golden. It's a versatile, protein and fiber-rich meal that works for breakfast, lunch, or even a light dinner. And for salad lovers, massaging raw kale with a little olive oil and lemon juice softens the leaves and makes them more digestible. Almost like a coleslaw with a nutritional upgrade. As you weave more greens into your day, keep an eye on how your body responds. Notice whether those meals leave you feeling lighter and more active, and whether your bathroom visits become smoother and more predictable. It may take a week or two to see the full effect. Fiber builds up over time, and magnesium may gently adjust your muscle tone. That's perfectly normal. Be patient, stay hydrated, and lean on the power of variety. Mix up spinach, kale, Swiss chard, or even collard greens to keep your plate interesting and your gut engaged. Now let's wrap this up with a quick, natural summary of our 5 foods. Prunes for bulk and sorbitol-driven hydration, Greek yogurt with probiotics and chia seeds for gut balance. Ground flaxseed and oats for that gel-like, smooth passage, and leafy greens loaded with fiber and magnesium for relaxed, effective muscle tone. Together, these foods form an all-star team that addresses constipation from multiple angles: bulk, hydration, microbial support, anti-inflammatory action, and muscle relaxation. Before we close, I want to remind you that everyone's body is unique. If you have underlying health conditions or take medications, particularly blood thinners or magnesium-interacting drugs, always check with your doctor before making big dietary changes. Your physician can give you personalized guidance and ensure these natural strategies complement any treatments you're already receiving. And hey, if you find that these foods make a world of difference, share that story in the comments. Tell us which combinations worked best for you. Your insights could be the exact advice someone else needs. Our community thrives on these shared experiences. When you engage, liking, subscribing, and leaving comments, you're not only supporting this channel, you're helping create a hub of practical knowledge that can change lives. If you've enjoyed this conversation, please share this video with friends or family who might benefit, and let us know what topics you'd like us to explore next. Maybe you're curious about balancing joint health, boosting energy naturally, or managing sleep changes after 60. Thank you for spending this time with me. You've taken a meaningful step toward a more comfortable, confident daily routine. Always remember that your wisdom, built over decades of life, is incredibly valuable, not just to you, but to everyone tuning in. Keep experimenting, stay curious, and know that you're not alone in this journey. Here's to smoother days ahead, energized mornings, and a community that cheers you on every step of the way. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video, where we'll continue to share simple, effective ways to embrace and celebrate this stage of life.